Hello everyone, welcome to our next video where we'll see how we can create React agent with function calling, like they can call the functions. And here we'll be using Ollama to download the models, and also we'll use LangSmith for the tracing purpose. So let's get started. First we'll install all the required packages. I have to do some hack to make Ollama work on Kaggle or Collab notebooks. So just installing those packages. Then so here I will use LangChain to build this complete React agent. So I'm just installing those LangChain and LangChain Hub. Then through Ollama I'm using a Gemma model which is 7B, and then I'm just writing piece of code which can just make Ollama serve, and this will make sure it runs as a process. So I'm doing that, and then once you run this command like Ollama run the model name and the what you want to ask the question, it will just download the model and give you an answer. So I've just collapsed it. It will just download and give you an answer. So I just collapsed it. And then using LangChain community the chat model, so you can use chat Ollama as a wrapper and pass the model name here, and it will give you an LLM model. Next we will set up LangSmith. So this is used for tracing purpose. So we have to go to this URL and get the LangSmith API key, and you have to pass that API key into this environment variable LangChain API key. And on Kaggle, like you can add this key into the secrets. I've already added, and also on Collab you can add this and then pass it in this environment variable. So next we will create our custom function as a tool. So this is a function which will give me a random number. It will give me a random number between 0 to 100, and so this is one custom function which I will use as a tool, and also I will use LLM math as a predefined tool given by LangChain. So next we'll create our React agent using LLM and the tools. So React means reason plus act. So first it should do a reasoning, like what all steps it should follow, and for every step what action it needs to take, whether it should need to use some tools which is available. So this is what React means. Earlier we used to have only reason only setup like models, which just do the reasoning, and also we had only act only, which is just the only action part. So now we have combined both, and this is what we have as React. So next I'm just importing all those LangChain packages to create my agent. So first I'm using load tools. I'm using like loading LLM math, which is like nothing like a calculator which helps to do calculation, and I'm appending my custom tool into this tools, which is a list. So it will have both the tools available for the large language model or my agent to choose. Then I'm just pulling a prompt from like React style prompt from LangChain Hub, and then I'm putting using prompt.parser. I'm giving the tools text description and the tool names into this prompt, and the prompt looks like this. So it has the tools, like what tools it has, like calculator. It is used when you need to answer questions about math. Random number, it returns a random number between 0 to 100, and these are the tools names you have, and this is a prompt which we have given to give output like a React agent. So then what I'm creating my chat model with the stop condition. So I'm just calling llm.bind and saying, okay, if you find this final answer as a keyword, just stop my React agent, like you stop your processing. And then I'm creating my agent using LangChain expression syntax. So first I'm passing the inputs, like input, what I will pass, it will be mapped to the input keyword, and the intermediate steps will be mapped to agent sketchpad. Then this will be passed to the prompt, and then the prompt output will be passed to the chat model as a stop, and then this model output will pass to the React JSON single input output parser, which will give me the output. So next what I'm doing, I'm just calling agent executor by passing the agents and the tools, and the verbose is 2, and return intermediate is also 2, so that I can see what all in between steps have been called. And then this is the prompt, and then what I'm seeing, I'm just running this agent executor on the input query. So my query is like, first get a random number and then calculate its value multiplied by 3. So ideally LLM should think, and the step should be that using random number function or the tool which I have given, it should get a random number, and then using LLM math or the calculator, it should calculate the value multiplied by 3. So let's see what our agent is giving output. So it's saying the question is like, calculate the value of random number multiplied by 3. Thought is I need to generate a random number and then multiply it by 3. So action is call this random number, and observation is like it got a random number 25. Then the thought is like I need to multiply it 25 by 3. That's correct, and then it's calling calculator and by passing 25 multiplied by 3, and the result is 75. So yeah, I think it worked pretty well. Like using open source model, it is able to do reasoning plus whatever reasoning it's doing. Based that, it is able to do function calling or able to call tools also, and get the input and output from the tools and give us the final answer. So next, let's see what we got on LangSmith. So this is my agent name, like React Agent 2, which I have defined earlier here. If you see this one, and then in this you will see whatever executions we have done. So whatever steps being called, it will show here. So first I pass the input, and then it converted into like input and a sketchpad. Then the prompt template which it used. Then it passed to the Ollama model. So this is like a system prompt, and then below is the human query which I gave, and then this is the output what we saw earlier, and then this is the React JSON output parser where you get the final answer. So I think LangSmith is pretty good for tracing purpose, and if you want to do debugging, like what intermediate steps have been called, it's pretty good. So that's what I wanted to cover in this video, where I want to show how we can create React agent using which can call do function calling, or which can use tools using open source models, and also wanted to show how we can use LangSmith. So thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please do share and subscribe and hit a like button. Thank you.